Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the final session of this week's pre-market outlook discussion. This is 16th of January 2026. With a 1 day of holiday, the truncated week is going to end the Indian markets with a heightened volatility as well as high caution. Why? It is only because of the break and close below consecutive 2 days in a row that was happened below the level of 25,740, which was the level we have been kept insisting and aware about these particular levels close below what will happen like. So that was happened in the current week, and particularly on Wednesday's close, the consecutive close was happened. The rest of the things will be in the way of observing the behavior, how the Nifty is reacting and holding the Wednesday's low that was 25,603. As a whole, you can take it as a 25,600. It should not get broken. If it is happening, so the onsetting of a new correction phase maybe get started within an immediate trading sessions where it is really breaking. Whether it is today means today onwards, the onset of a new correction phase will be starting, or otherwise in the consecutive trading sessions, the same will be applied. Where it can be expected to get support means on an immediate basis. This time, the 25,449, which was acted as a very crucial trend turnaround area and support area, the market already experienced in several times. The same area it is getting now expected to approach once the break below 25,449 from the positional perspective. If it is giving or moving below to that point, the chances for breaking down the October 15th high point of 25,365, which was also acted as one of the key support, and even before that making a breakout, that was a key resistance point. Based on that breakout of 365 level, the Nifty was able to attain all-time high levels followed by 25,449 at that time. Now these two levels are acting as support, and which cannot be ruled out if the low levels of these particular 25,449 and 25,365 getting broken. There we cannot rule out a correction. The correction may be expected if the provided supports and are getting broken and the closing basis, the things and are happening. The behavior will be clearly indicating the correction may be lasting at least with a single stretch towards the 25,000 level, and 24,700 may be the highest expected area of finding support for the current corrective phase once it started. So just make a note of it, and you can keep watching the levels based discussions in everyday's one and alerts what we are providing to make your trading decisions, particularly from the positional aspect, with a fruitful manner, without making any mistake, without giving a chance for missing out the points in the way of levels attaining. So in all the way, core things will be watching these levels, acting accordingly, and get enjoying about the gains based on the levels provided, along with the strategies also. Okay, we can see the market trend, how it would be for the day. The 16th of January's opening trend would be anyhow the cautiously flat, and that too because of the major trends in the global market, which are all behaving like in a stagnant or a neutral manner. So that was the reason pushing the Indian markets also to follow the muted trend in the opening. After opening, the volatility may be stepping into driving the Indian markets, particularly on the Nifty terms. 25,600, as long as it is holding the upward bounce towards 25,800, probably happening. But that should not be treated as a buying opportunity until otherwise it is moving above the level of 25,800, and that too, that particular move also should be noted in the way of closing basis in any larger time frames like 1 hour. If it is sustaining about 25,800 in any 1 hour during the day, there you can get a moderate level of buying signal for the target of 25,900 and 26,000 followed with it. But in case if it is could not move above the 25,800 level and keep rejected whenever it is approaching the 25,800 or near to that point, where one can keep the selling strategy around the 25,800 with the target of 25,600. Also, the selling strategies based on breakdown basis can be maintained once the 25,600 broken. After that, the 25,449 will be the target, 150 points from the 25,600 level. So there also one can focus on selling side. See, the opportunities are available for both selling side based on the breakdown and based on the rejections. That means the resistance points. So in that manner, one can approach the trading, particularly on the index side, if you want to do for building the shorts. And for the buyers, it would not be a favorable one. Anyhow, between 25,600 to 25,800, the risk-tolerant buyers or traders can utilize the chance to buy and book the profit. The buying would be around 25,600 and selling or booking the profit zone in advance to the reach of 25,800 should be done. For this, the sectors like metal would be in the higher activity manner one can approach. Energy, particularly from the Reliance Industries and the OMC's oriented stocks movement, may be driving the energy oriented stocks. Along with oil and gas, including ONGC and Reliance also impacting the same index. And after that, oil and gas, one can watch out bank and finance as a heavy weighted one. But these sectors, once the confirmation by the Nifty on the downside gets, means these bank and finance oriented stocks will be in high focus in the way of attracting the selling. IT, which is also going to rule the market today with announced results like Infosys, like the corporate, and going to be announced by the L&D technology, like the companies, Wipro, Tech Mahindra, all is actually falling under today's results outcome. So, which will be happening under the IT sector, that would help the IT sector to be busy. So, that can be focused. Along with that, the stocks like Infosys, ICICI Prudential AMC, HDFC AMC, both the AMC stocks can be in focus. Union Bank of India based on the earnings outcome, along with Geo Financial Services, L&T Technology Services, DLF based on the amalgamation news by the company, and HDB Financial also can be watched out under the stocks we have provided for getting an opportunity, particularly for the day trading. Today's earnings calendar includes the important announcement from Reliance Industries, Tech Mahindra, Wipro, L&T Technologies, Federal Bank, L&T Finance, Bajaj Healthcare, and Poonawalla Health, FinCorp, and JSW Infra. So that's it from today's pre-market discussion. Wishing everyone to have a good day today. If it is giving a real correction, there are plenty of opportunities available for the short sellers, good buyers. Make use of it. Otherwise, it would be a very less opportunistic based one along with the highly cautioned approaches. Thank you for participating in today's session. We'll meet again in the pre-market outlook session on Monday. Anyhow, the weekly market outlook discussions will be there as usual on the Saturdays, 11:30 a.m. So there we can meet again. Thank you. Bye-bye.